Okay, Tyson, today, so you have a medical diagnosis of paradoxical vocal fold motion, meaning, right, that your vocal folds, when you're trying to inhale, when you want them to adduct, they're closing, which is making it difficult to breathe and causing some panic. They're thinking that the inducible laryngeal obstruction might be from stress, which is causing this. So what we want to do is work on some exercises that you're going to be practicing a lot. And so what we want with that is that you're practicing these so much that when you are in those moments of stress and when you feel unable to breathe, that you are able to do these exercises without really thinking about it to help in that moment. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Sounds great. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is called progressive muscle relaxation. So what I want you to do, we're going to do this usually with most of our body parts, but today we're just going to do 3 to focus on. And what this is doing is I want you to feel intense levels of tension where you are creating tension and then relaxing them fully to feel that relaxation. So if we're doing our head and neck first, let's say we start with our head and neck. I want your ears, your shoulders to be all the way up and feel all that tension. Push, 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 and then fully relax. Okay, try that again. Up, feel that tension, and release fully. Okay, let's try that with our eyelids. So I want you to squeeze your eyes tight as you can. And 3, 2, 1, release. And when you open them, I want you to just gently open them. Great. And ordinarily, we'll do this several times. This whole thing will take us about 15 minutes, but for right now, we'll just practice a few of these. And then finally, I would like you to do your jaw. So I want you to open your jaw as wide as possible. And relax it. You're going to release all that tension. One more time with that. And relax it. Excellent. Okay, so we would move through the rest of our body, but for time's sake right now, we're going to work on our next thing, which is abdominal breathing. Sometimes we'll do this sitting up, and sometimes we'll do this laying down. So one thing I want you to work on is I would like you to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. So there's a kind of breathing called clavicular breathing where you're breathing really from up here. And that's not our most efficient way to breathe. So what we want to be happening is that you're filling up and you're filling down, 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 down. And you're filling up your belly, but also feeling that expansion of your rib cage, that lateral sideways expansion of your rib cage. So your belly should go out quite a bit when you're doing this. So fill, fill, fill. One hand up here, one hand down here. I want you to push your hand out with that air. Fill, 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 fill. Gentle out. Okay, against this hand, ready? Breathe out through pursed lips. And relax the whole thing. So sometimes I even like to put my hands here and ready. Trying to feel this expansion right here as you're feeling it. Sorry, that tickle. Good. Next session, we might try that laying down. It's sometimes easier to fill your belly with air when you're laying down, but you kind of get the general idea of what we're trying to do is take air in all the way into your belly instead of breathing just from our chest or a clavicle area, which will also increase tension in this area. Okay?
That would be weird to do on my clinician's bed.
Yes, it would. Okay. Last thing I want you to do is what's called rescue breathing. And this is the one you're going to practice on your own as many, many times. If you could do it once every hour, so this becomes very automatic, that would be great. But let's shoot for 7 to 10 times a day. You're trying this rescue breathing. And what we're trying to do here is breathe in such a way that it forces those vocal folds apart when you're trying to take in air. Okay, and we're going to breathe out through pursed lips to increase that subglottic pressure, that pressure under your vocal folds. And there's several different ways to do this, but the one I want you to try today is, I call them bunny breaths in, but instead of rounding your lips so much, just kind of purse them together. Just good. This could also be done with one long breath. For me, I find it to be more beneficial when I'm doing the oh, made you yawn. Okay, let's try that one last time. And releasing it through pursed lips. Good. We'll practice different ways to do that, but that again is one I want you doing 7 to 10 times a day. So in those times when you're feeling that you're having a hard time breathing, I would like you to try that. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.